Hello my friends, I apologize for the lighting. My name is Haley. I craft, crochet, knit, whatever, whenever I can. I'm also a student and I work full-time, so this is a last resort of free time. But today, this week, as quickly as we can, we are going to finish 3 of my current whips. I keep too many, they stress me out, they fill up space in my brain that they shouldn't, and I just want to get them done. So we are going to focus first on my blue and white granny square scarf, which currently is right across from me. Looks like this. It is really close to done. I have 2 more squares that I want to sew on to this end, and then just based off of how my joining went this time, it's clean-ish, but it's not as clean as I would want it to be. You can see there's a little more wave to this top line than I would like. So I am gonna want to put a border on it to kind of mask a little bit of that. Once all of that is done, this scarf is also done. Eventually, I do want to make a matching pair of fingerless gloves and a hat.
Okay, and that is where my boyfriend came home and I abandoned all attempts to film in the name of love. This video will largely be a voiceover from here. I do want to make myself a set of those gloves and a hat to match this scarf, but that's a later project. This is maybe my second ever granny square project. It's definitely the best one yet. I love the colors that I chose, and I went down to a 4mm hook to kind of help with my tension, as I usually feel like the holes in granny clusters just aren't my favorite thing. I typically do a chain one between my clusters as well, but I saw that Passionate Kelsey doesn't do that when she filmed her Red Heart granny square yarn video a little bit back, and I wanted to try that out. I actually really like it, so I think that's the way I'm gonna do it from here. I know that because I'm in Texas, I won't be wearing this one for a while, but I actually started it in February on the 16th when we went to Ohio to visit my boyfriend's family. I honestly hate granny square projects because of the amount of like sewing and joining. Honestly, I think I spent more time sewing all of these squares together than I did making them, but they look so good in the end. I did decide to do the border on this one just because those joins weren't as clean as I'd like them to be. I hope that my joining gets better in the future. That being said, if anyone has any methods or techniques that they like to use for that, please let me know. It's actually pretty rare for me to make something for myself and actually end up keeping it. Usually when it hits that point that I love the way it looks, I start thinking, oh, but my friend or my mom would just love this, and it ends up belonging to them. So I consider this a huge win that I'm even keeping it. I was tempted right until the very end to give this away to one of my friends. I have 2 of them that just love the color blue, but I've since started other projects for each of them that fit their individual vibes just a bit better. Overall, I don't think the flaws are bad. Honestly, they definitely show that I'm still learning, but I kind of love the character it brings, and I know that as I get older and continue to grow in my skill, I'll look back on this fondly, and I'm really excited by the final product. Alright, and this is my tulip stitch scarf you would have seen in my work in progress tour, posted I guess a couple months back at this point. The first one of these I actually made last year around September-ish, I want to say, for grandma's birthday, and I loved the way it turned out. I was kind of inspired by a couple of things that I had seen on Pinterest. If you're wondering about my inspiration, you can go watch that works in progress tour. It does have some inspo pics. I am actually working on a pattern for this one, which I'm really excited to do. This would be the first pattern I've actually completed, and I've got like probably 4 or 5 that have been in progress of being written for the last 2 years or so. It's very daunting to feel like you can teach literally anyone how to do what you do, because half the time I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. But for this one, it's fairly simple. It's a half double crochet background. You do a tulip stitch across 1 row, and then on the border I actually do like a little scalloped edge, which I think looks really cute. I've tried other borders on, and I do think it would look really cute if you just left it as is. but I like it. It's very girly. I think I totally missed the coquette trend over the winter with this one, but overall I'm a really big fan, and I'm hoping to make myself one soon, since this one was a gift for Mother's Day to my mom, who of course also lives in Texas and won't be wearing this scarf for freaking ever. So I don't know why I can never finish a scarf in the winter and then all of them get done in the spring. But I do think that this is a useful project, because you really don't need much of the green or the accent color in order to actually make the scarf. So it is a good thing kind of to work through a lot of my scraps, and I do plan on making a few more. If I end up selling anything that I make, these would definitely be on the list. Now, people always ask me why I don't sell the things I make, and the answer is because I don't think that the quality of the things that I make is worth what I would have to charge strangers for it. I love giving the things that I make to my loved ones when they turn out well, but putting the pressure on myself to constantly perform at a level that I feel comfortable charging money for is difficult. This is something that I think I do a good job of, and it turns out very well. I would not in my right mind sell anybody a granny square scarf with the way that I do them right now. But part of, growing into your own is learning what to do with your skills, and which skills you excel in and which ones you don't. I do also really like that with the border on this one, when you roll it up, it looks like a little rose, which is so, so cute. Okay, and back in January, I was trying to make a craft night, like a weekly craft night with my friends' work. I don't know what in me thought that we could get these people together for that long. This one does have a very short clip of where it started and where it's finished, but I do love the way it turned out. It's a little infinity scarf done with Wool Ease Thick and Quick from Lion Brand. I do have a couple more skeins of that yarn in a different colorway, and I'll probably make the same thing. Honestly, it's so warm, and I know infinity scarves are past their prime, but I disagree. I think they'll have a comeback moment, because we are transitioning from 2000s into 2010s in the fashion cyclical thing. All right, and this scarf I've probably been working on for like 2 years. It was meant to be a Christmas gift forever ago, and I kind of just stopped working on it. It's held a big twist double, and you kind of just do a garter stitch. It is nice and thick. I do love the way it turned out. It is very nice and sparkly. I'm probably keeping this one for myself, but I could see myself gifting it away as well to someone who lives in a slightly colder climate. Okay, and that was all mostly done in the month of May. I've still got 3 of them with me. I gave my mom the tulip scarf already, but I've still got this one and the infinity scarf and the granny square scarf. I have too many scarves, and spoiler alert, I have more scarves in progress, so I don't know that it's gonna get better, but that's okay. At some point I'll gift them away, or I'll wear all of them. It was really helpful to kind of have this as a challenge for myself to finish all of these and to keep track of my progress on them. Honestly, I have way too many works in progress, so there may be another video coming where I finish all of them. Honestly, I have to say, like, wearability and like comfort wise, this might be my favorite one, the infinity scarf, because it's just so cozy. I really want to get one made in some more neutral colors. Wool Ease Thick and Quick comes in so many fun colors. I think I could definitely do this in a couple more and have the best time with it. I think maybe making it a little longer so it sits mid-chest next time would be fun, but we all know crochet stretches a bit as you wear it, so I'm also not that worried. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye. Oh my god, yeah, that's too much. Hey, don't bite that. Don't bite that. Thank you. Where's your toy?